awesome map for
Oh,
us.
that's dope.
Yeah.
Let me zoom out.
So we ended last session, a little bit of a recap. You entered the Fey realm and made your way. Listen to a couple of, or just for Haas, it was more of just seeing what the Fey is like. Water doesn't really run the same way it does in the mortal realm. It was kind of up above and running across very vibrant colors everywhere, but not colors that would make sense. It's almost as if each specific item that's in the Fey realm can just choose and decide to be that color. It doesn't necessarily have to fit a theme. There's more so always a sun in a position of setting, even at night. A sun is setting, and the moons that you can see can constantly rotate around as if it's day and night, but the sun is always in that setting as if it's always evening in the Fey realm. That being said, you met up with your buddy old pals from Dawnspear, who asked to meet up with you, and then they asked you to give up. And if you wouldn't give up building the staff, that they were going to fight you. And you fought. Boy, did you fight. One thing you noticed or realized about the Fey realm, it does not like mortal blood being spilt on its soil, if you could even call it soil. And so it lashes out. It responds to mortal blood in a way that can sometimes be helpful, or other times can summon green dragons, which there was 2 of last session. You all fought. The enemies of Dawnspear went down. Frenemies, maybe, of Dawnspear went down. And you started making your way to Moon... I can't remember this. Moonpetal Hollow.
Yeah.
And again, just absolutely stunning place to be when you're not fighting things in the Fey realm. Just kind of cool. It's so different. Water, the laws of physics don't necessarily apply in the Fey realm altogether. How it's even described sometimes is even the land itself can sometimes fluctuate in a way that doesn't necessarily make sense. Where we think of Earth as an outwardly globe, sometimes it seems more like inverse, where you're inside the globe. The location you need to go is up here, and you're down here, kind of walking your way. It's almost as if you always are on top, but nonetheless, sometimes it's just ever encompassing. That being said, as you're traveling, you make your way. It takes a month, but you make your way to Moonpetal Hollow. And I have not that one.
Are we coming from like somewhere not on the map?
You're coming from like way out here off the map.
Okay, perfect. Yep.
Yeah, because you came in the portal at a random location. Yeah, there wasn't really a specific location. Again, you remember, like, kind of your weight vanished, breath became light, the world awoke. And yeah, it didn't really have a location. You were just in the middle of the Fey realm. But you did have, Silurian has a little arrow that's kind of directing you towards Moonpetal Hollow, which is his favorite place to be.
It is.
Now, as it takes you a month to get to Moonpetal Hollow, in Moonpetal Hollow, time didn't seem to flow by. It kind of drifted more, like soft pollen and a silver wind. There doesn't seem to be a sense of urgency in the Fey realm, in the realm itself, even though you may have urgency to make the staff first and bring it back. Nothing seems to be in a rush here. It's kind of peaceful. Haas, especially coming from the faction that you came from, the Orange faction, this would kind of be an Orange faction's dream, where you just live your life out as one with the wild. No urgency, nobody messing around as much.
No agenda.
No agenda, right. And as both of you in Moonpetal Hollow, Silurian, kind of taking Haas through some of the things that you like and some of the different areas you've been, kind of taking that time as what kind of felt like a single afternoon. Again, the sun, far in the distance, and the moons just overhead seem to rise and set kind of twice in the span of all the laugh that you guys have had. You chased, moon petal moths. Each one kind of sheds tiny trails of cool starlight, and it kind of clings to your clothes like glitter. Haas tried to catch one in his hand, and it kind of slipped through, and it kind of makes a giggle as it sneaks out. Silurian kind of taught Haas that they respond to music, and humming quietly kind of brings them into a small swirl around them in a glow of spirals. You showed him one of your favorite pools that doesn't just reflect your face, but rather it reflects your feelings in the moment. And for a few moments, the reflections kind of grin, and you're excited, and Haas kind of skips stones across it as each ripple kind of blooms into these luminous flowers that float upward instead of outward, kind of like a ripple of waves typically. It almost felt like, again, in this moment, there wasn't a trial. It's almost like carefree joyfulness that you guys are hanging out and on a path towards a certain goal. Just kind of like two friends, or two acquaintances starting to become more so friends, spending a lot of time together. That being said, I did roll a couple of different encounters that you would have come across in this month's time. You came across a Thornling trio that you quickly the needle spears that they had, you kind of disarmed them and they kind of scattered. Petal drakes, two miniature little dragonettes made of petal swoops, kind of tried to bite you, kind of grabbed them, and again kind of striked them away as they kind of flutter off disgruntled. There's some mischievous mephite, kind of throws glittering dusts and laugh. Sprite patrols, you fought some mossback guardians, kind of took care of a lot of the excess moss on its back, and it was too light to fight anymore. Kind of walked out. So a glimmer fox pack. You ran into some puff cap mushlings, where you kind of seemed like Silurian knew the effects of what would happen if you step on them, but it gives you a jolly old time. Dispersed of spores went everywhere. They squeak and flee and run. Some ribbon wisps, some briarhound pups came across, and then some loom leaf harriers, using kind of perfect timing to swat it. The kind of flying leaf cloak dive bomb you a little bit. Nothing very massive, nothing dangerous necessarily, but just a couple encounters that you have come across. And so the past month, your journey through the Feywild, again, kind of moved like a half-remembered dream. Beautiful, disorienting, kind of untethered from any urgency or sense of anything. The sun is over there. The moons lazily circle around the sky, drifting past one another. Kind of wandering lanterns out there, shifting lights. Around you, again, colors behave as if they have their own rules. Trees glow with blues, vivid. Rivers shimmer with drifting flecks of gold that kind of swirl upward, outward, downward. There's no absolute rule that keeps it all there. Fields of tall grass chime like wind chimes when they hit each other. Hidden groves, invisible choirs of song, just randomly as you're passing. Kind of wordless notes that you hear as you're walking by. It just seems to be so alive with scent, smell, honey-warm breezes, kind of the almost tape of overripe fruit like a peach or a nectarine kind of passing. Strange creatures you can kind of sense watch from the edge. Silhouettes, maybe, a couple eyes, or maybe even more, too many eyes. Not at all. Vanish, bursts like laughter. Time just, again, seems to twist here. Days stretch thin, they prolong. Nights, what you would assume is night, even though it's bright out, kind of folds in on itself. And again, now that a month has passed, it kind of feels both endless travel and kind of like a fleeting sensation as your path ahead grows quiet. Colors kind of soften and it seems to get a little more wintry as you're leaving Moonpetal Hollow. And it's another month's travel towards the Vale of Mirrors. As you leave Moonpetal Hollow, Silurian kind of again tells you about all the time he spent there. His friends that he had back in the Fey realm. And so now it's been about 2 months as you start to come to the Vale of Mirrors. And I'll leave it to Silurian if you want to share with Haas anything about Moonpetal Hollow, your companions from the Fey realm. That'll be a good time.
Okay. So Silurian would definitely, there'd be a time there where you'd see him lay just like a crown of flowers at the base of a tree. And he would tell you about his half Illyrian ranger friend, Lyra Dawn Whisperer, and Bronak Stone Shield, and just some of the battles that and compatriots that he had while he was in the fray. But also,
so you had like a whole nother, adventure you went on.
He lived a whole life before
Yeah.
he came back.
Mhm.
I lived a whole. They were as close of friends as anyone could wish for.
Where are they now? Still here somewhere?
No, they died.
Oh, that's a pity.
Yeah, there were. It was a time. Have you lost a friend?
Oh, when you get to be my age, it's unavoidable.
That's fair. I drink to them and I remember them, as I'm sure you drink and remember to your friends. But
Yeah, that's all we really can do. Remember them.
true. Now there's still one friend. I haven't seen them in a while. Edgar. He was a centaur, actually. And I think last I knew, before I came back to the mortal realm, he was around. He always had this habit of just disappearing and coming back. I mean, it would be the most awkward and weird times that you'd have a conversation with him, and I mean, it's, I guess, but it's also the Feywild, so it's weird even for here that would that would happen.
Not the most reliable ally, but maybe.
Oh, I would. Not the most reliable conversationalist.
Mm.
In battle, I always knew that he was there.
Never
So
disappeared.
you hear the thunder from his hooves, and they were a rhythm to their own of victory.
Well, do you think there's a chance we come across him? Maybe join our cause? Is that?
Oh, I would hope so. I would love the chance to see him, and honestly, though, I'd love the chance for Princess Thalia to see this world.
Can just anybody come here? I mean, I've dedicated my life to nature.
It's complicated. I know that, in my case, it wasn't exactly like I elected this. Wasn't
Yeah.
my decision to come to the Feywild.
Because you
But
were
I'm-
stolen as a baby, right?
Yes,
chainsaw?
yeah. I was the cruel prank that it was, but also, it helped make the Silnorian you see before you, and I was able to help a kingdom that needed it, and help a princess that needs it.
All's well that ends well, I suppose.
True. True. Well, so I think from here, we originally came out of character here real quick. We originally came to the Moon Petal Hollow because we were looking for parts for a lead to get the parts for the spear, right? Was the original goal?
Yes.
Okay.
That was the original goal. To get.
It's kind of like first lead.
Yep. The first lead kind of took you to Moonpetal Hollow to kind of set you on the path of the next steps of getting the pieces that you need for the trial.
Okay.
Did I say there was a specific thing in Moonpetal Hollow that you needed? I didn't have it written down. Yeah, that was in Moonpetal.
I don't have any.
What would have happened is you would get to Moonpetal. So the piece that is kind of directing you, you get to Moonpetal, and it directs you. Once you're there, I would say it kind of directs you to set your mind back in the Fae again on what you love about the Fae, and then kind of directed you towards the Vale of Mirrors, where it's kind of like a glassy, frosty realm of the Feywild.
Is this where the glass chimeras are?
Could be.
From? Okay. I would warn you about the
knows?
glass chimeras.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the glassy,
So sorry, we are looking for a piece of the shaft, right?
I guess can I just for the sake of story, do we have a compass type thing that's
It's
guiding us?
Yes, very much so.
Okay,
Like that.
too easy. Well, the guide, the compass leads this direction, and I believe that is to the Vale of Mirrors.
Let's do it. Time's a wasting. We're burning the never-ending daylight.
Well,
That would be
fun
so
thing.
difficult to tell. How long would you walk? You know what I mean?
Right. I think that's where the moons help when they're coming. They come up and they're so rotating around
Yeah.
comparatively to the sun. I thought that's why I'm on the wrong one. Thought I had written out. Thought I had written out the pieces that are there, but I think what happens is it's based on the encounters that you have and the pieces and how well you do if you get a piece where you're at. So you have to get 3 to piece it together, and you're going to go to 5 or 6 locations. So that's generally what it kind of is. So anyways, it's directing you to the Vale of Mirrors. As you would see. Anything else you want to share with us?
Tell me about these glass chimeras.
Well, they're just, glass chimeras were one of the things that me and the band, Edgar, Lara, and Ronak we fought.
Successfully?
Most of the time.
Okay.
Most of the time, very successfully. Like I said, the last fight was the Merkmere Fen, and that's where we lost Lara.
Okay, so.
And then Bronik short after. Or actually, yeah, in that same fight.
Well, you carry their memory as a warning. Perhaps that's what will save us here.
All right.
So I guess
You guess what?
I was gonna say then we head to the Veil of Mirrors.
Heading to the Veil of Mirrors, and yeah, like I kind of described, that takes that month's time where you and the Ox and Haas kind of take your time as you're being semi-directed by this piece as you come to the Veil of Mirrors. And after this month, the Everstill Sun seems to hold its breath as you stand at the threshold of whatever waits next. And you come to what seems like a frozen river, more so than a frozen lake. This map has bodies scattered around. There's actually not bodies scattered around.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
But there will be.
But nonetheless, the ice, quote unquote ice, Sinlorian would know is actually glass. It's not necessarily ice. It acts slippery like ice, reflective, but it's truly more so glass. Even though the trees show a certain amount of frost or snow on them, the ground looks like it's covered in frost or snow on them, but it is ice. What would you guys like to do from here?
So I guess we're just wandering, essentially, right towards... Okay. With like a vague direction. Okay.
Yeah, and you see this really tall glass sword stuck into the middle of this frozen river.
Perhaps we should stick to one edge? Do you think the glass is ice, whatever this is compromised?
Have I, in my times here, have I seen people fall through this?
In your times here, typically, no one's fallen through the glass. Again, it's more of a river than a lake, so you're not really afraid of falling through. And if it did crack or break, you would guess that you would have some time to move past. You do know, in general, that walking through the trees or close to the trees makes a lot of glass on glass noise, which typically calls the glass chimeras to come.
Okay.
Well, that's what typically leads them. So in the past, you've crossed over the top of the glass itself and have not had as many problems.
Okay.
Chimera.
Let's do it.
Well, I think if we just take the most direct route to the giant glowing sword, we can investigate it further.
Is this worthy of our... Could this be... The staff will be rather large if this is a tool that we're going to need. But I suppose I would want to know more, so... Yeah, why not?
I mean, the compass is
Went in the
headed in
Feywild.
the direction, so...
Yeah, that's true. That's what
As you take a couple steps out, the little arrow that's kind of directing you starts to vibrate ever so faintly, kind of pushing you forward, almost like going past the sword,
Okay.
telling you, directing you to not stop at this location.
Okay. Then I would pass that information on. That we'll just go past it.
Yeah, agreed.
And as you do so, as you take those couple steps past it, the glass itself turns into a liquid glass.
Ah, cool.
As yeah, as Sinlorian,
Convenient.
you don't fall in. Again, it's shallow. You're not dropping into a lake, but rather you find yourself falling in and inversing yourself from Haas, as if both of you see yourselves on top of the glass, but you're in separate. So when Sinlorian looks down at the glass, Haas is on the other side. When Haas looks down, Sinlorian's on the other side.
But we both
Your
feel like
ox
we're on the
is stuck
original.
halfway. So you're both kind of standing on a plane, but to each of you, you're on top. One of you is on bottom. And as such, Sinlorian, your view you see a figure in front of you.
Oh, cool. Okay.
1v1 me, bro.
Yeah.
Calls out.
And Haas, your view looks like this.
Oh, there's nobody in mine. This
As you are standing where you were. But again, as you look down through the glass, you see Sinlorian and this shadowy figure.
So I can like see through the ice that there's like a person there.
See both of them?
Correct. Sees both of them. Going back to Sinlorian. Oh, Sinlorian's taking a little quick break.
Would it help if I was a
Dice.
dinosaur or something?
Yeah.
Mind me, myself and my spells.
What kind of guy doesn't come with his dice ready?
Oh,
Mine
no, it's
never
like,
leave the desk.
does it come with a pen ready?
Ah, pen ready. Alright, well, I'm going to jump to Haas here. Haas, as you're kind of watching, the ox is kind of stuck halfway. Doesn't seem to be of help. Kind of stuck in. But you hear something. You hear some glass trees.
Oh, no.
The glass on the trees moving and almost like frost hitting each other or glass tapping on each other.
Mm-hmm.
As out of the corner comes a patrol. Out of the trees, rather, come a patrol
Oh my god. That's
of
so many.
centaurs.
Oh, okay. They're not the. Okay. All right, good. I was like, oh my god. 7.
Yeah. Jumping back to Sinlorian.
Hold on. Can you real quick go back to his map?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's-
Okay.
and
Okay, we're good.
Okay.
that's not him?
Not him. You're in trouble. Okay. Perfect. Sinlorian.
Yeah.
This figure in front of you looks oddly familiar to you, but says nothing. Just standing there, waiting there.
I lift up one arm. and I want to see if it like mirrors me.
It does.
If I take a step back, do I flip back up?
You take a step back, and as you take a step back, nothing seems to change.
Does it take a step back?
It stands still.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna move to it.
As you move to it moves to you.
Okay. So hold on, then I'm gonna adjust. If I go when I put my right hand up, did it put its left hand up or its right hand up?
Right hand.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then
No, left hand.
so yeah, because like, is it?
Yep. It's mirroring you.
Okay. I would like to go to the right 5 feet. So if I do that. Okay.
You can make an insight check if you would like.
Yeah, I would like to do an insight
Investigation.
check.
Insight would be better.
Yeah. Just a flat 15.
Yeah, it seems like every footstep, every decision you've made so far echoes back at you. This figure moves as you move. You would guess it strikes as you strike. But does it have the same merciful side that you have?
I think in my head. I don't make any physical actions, but I think in my head. I had it and then I lost it. To fight me.
It sits.
It sits.
It waits.
Okay. I'm going to move forward.
As it does.
Okay. So then, if I move here, I move that. Okay, so it moves there. Okay.
It's as if you moved. Right? It's like your image is right there. Locked face to face. You move up, it moves back.
Yeah.
You move back, it moves forward. Almost mirroring your every move.
It doesn't seem to have.
As you sit there waiting, this image draws the weapon.
Oh, so it takes an action without me instigating it. Okay. I am going to cast. I'm just gonna cast compelled or not compelled duel, Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. As you do so, it does not appear that your mirrored self does the same.
Can I take a dagger, and I'm just gonna cut some of my hair?
You see the hand flip of the sword to match the same hand to cut a lock of hair.
Okay.
Sword still out. You see this image get into a ready striking action.
Okay. I want to set up an action
Mhm.
to Misty Step 30 feet when it goes to strike me.
Okay. Perfect. In those moments of just sitting there waiting, all of a sudden, what seemed like a mirrored image waiting for you to do something, studying, taking time, both of you watching each other. It seems like one grew more impatient than the other as this shadow figure goes to strike. And because you had it ready,
So right about there. Actually, I want to go right there
okay.
because that's where Haas is on the other map.
As it strikes, misses, all of a sudden you see kapop. It's back in front of you. And I'm going to pause here. Go to Haas.
So these guys just roll up.
They roll up.
Do they say anything, or do they stop?
Oh, they say. Don't they? They might say. There we go. Kind of the air kind of tightens. Your ally now is on the other side of this iced glassed river. The wind dies down, less sound from the trees as these hooved creatures step into view. They don't seem like they're wild. They seem measured. They are disciplined. 6 Fey Centaur riders emerge in formation, and at the back and at their center, their leader, glaive resting over the shoulder, ready. He raises a clenched fist. Says, "Who comes to the Fey through the veil of mirrors?"
Hello. Don't come any further. I'm Haas, but there used to be more of us, more of me, and now they're on the other side. I wouldn't suggest walking on this. I'm sure you can see through the glass. I don't think you want half of you to be over there. Just passing through. Don't know if I am trespassing or what. Kind of in the middle of something. I'll get out of your hair as quickly as I can. How does that work for you?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh boy. I don't know if I have any, let's see. No, I do not. Let's see what we got here. How does a 1? That was a 2 on the die
Yeah.
for a -1.
What felt to you like such a clear description of what's going on.
We're all good.
Yeah,
Misunderstanding.
he's seeing there's cows half in this glass river. I'm just out here. Looks like you're trying to take from the Fae to him as he calmly tells his group, "Circle up. Let's teach him some manners." As his group
Start measuring stuff.
yeah, it's like, whoa, what's going on? As they kind of spread out a little bit.
Oh man, they got a lot of time here.
Yeah. As they slowly start, and that would be their turn. What are you doing?
Well, I have a wall of fire that I thought would be helpful.
Ooh.
But I was expecting, I don't know if it has to be a straight line. 60 feet long. You can make the wall up to, or a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter. Oh, maybe I could do a ring around myself. That's not bad. How much is 20?
Let's think about
That
that.
work?
All right. Joe, question for you. I know you said the bodies aren't there, but are like these sigils and symbols in the ice there?
No, they're not.
Okay.
Nope. It's just like a frozen or glass lake. And then as these guys move, just so you know, Hots, they move like a living formation. They're quiet, they're precise. It seems like they're very, very practiced. Their lower halves have this moonlit bark armor. Upper torsos are lean, armored with thorn steel. It doesn't seem to be strapped on as much as it's kind of grown on, shaped by some form of fey magic. They each carry a curved fey glaive, what maybe looks like it's reinforced, tipped in silver. Their eyes are faintly green, not necessarily hostile, although in this moment it might seem so, but more so disciplined.
Great. So it's clear that like they're looking to. I'm not talking my way out of this, right?
Right. You rolled very poorly on your persuasion.
I just want to make sure they're not like taking me away. They're like, oh, we're gonna just kill him.
Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily know that because I would say if you had Sinlorian, you can make an insight check for me.
All right. Last one went so well. Let's see.
Or even
17 on insight.
Okay. They seem very disciplined for just a random group of people that might want to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't all of the signs, all the armor, just how they're working together, it doesn't necessarily seem like they're just here to kill you. It seems like maybe they work for someone. Maybe they're working with a group of people. They could be here just to kill you. But it'd be very rare. It's not like a monster's. It's not like the dragon.
Yeah. They're not mindless.
Just,
yeah.
It seems more.
Yeah, I guess I'm just.
They might.
I'm just trying to decide.
Someone, so.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like I'm gonna have to fight them. So it's like
they're definitely. They're definitely a danger to you. I'm not saying that. I'm just.
Yeah.
They may not just
saying, like,
slaughter you.
It's tough to imagine being like, I got this.
Yeah.
And I have no idea how to help him, but I also don't want to leave him because I'm also probably going to die without him anyway. So I guess he figures his best chances to stay. Is there a way I can draw a 20-foot circle around me? That is, well, I guess let me measure.
Looks like it was it.
It was. I can't.
Can you put that up again? That 20.
Actually, let me. Yeah, 1 sec. Because that was like I can make it, but I can't make it stay, and I'm sure that's possible, but I don't.
Yeah.
There it is. We do you.
Bam.
Perfect. Thank you.
It's close.
All right, so if let me see here. So basically, anybody within this second circle here is within 10 feet of. Whoops, that's the wrong spell. Is within 10 feet of this wall of fire.
Yeah.
And now I lost it. 5d8 fire damage to each creature that ends its turn within 10 feet of that.
Whoa. How long does this spell last?
Concentration up to a minute.
Okay. So they, on their turn here, they're going to back up. And they're going to wait.
Do they take damage when I cast the spell?
Sounds like if they end their turn. Can you read it?
Yeah, I did say that. If that's how it works, that's how it works for sure. I just was like not 100% sure because I thought
I think it's if they end their turn.
Like
if they wanted to come in and they ended their turn, they'd all take that damage.
Yeah. So, but that makes it seem like you could walk through it. Oh, when the wall appears, each creature within the area must make a dex saving throw.
Oh, okay. Okay. Perfect.
On a failed save, they take that. There you go.
And what's that DC? What's your...
My spell DC, or whatever it's called, is 16. I don't want to get 5d8. Can I roll it on here?
You said 5d8.
Yeah.
5 of them failed. Only 1 passed, which is crazy.
Hey, that's a pretty darn good 5d8 roll.
Yeah, it is.
That's way better than the dice I probably would have rolled.
You said 5d8 damage. 5.
Yes. Or half as much on a successful save.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I guess he's gonna wait. I don't want to bend any of my wild shape if they're not coming in here. And I mean, a lot can happen in a minute on the other side of this glass.
Yeah.
Let's find out. Am I just staring
If
contest?
Silurian dies, then I'm just gonna
I've been
change into something and fly away.
thinking about what I could possibly do.
I don't know what I was happy that I was not fighting my mirror because I don't know what I try stabbing
I
yourself.
mean, that
That's what I
definitely
was
that
thinking.
did a good chunk of damage to them all.
Yeah. And maybe like once he puts that up, he's like, like I said, just pass it through. Give me a little space here, fellas. I don't know why he's suddenly extremely polite.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he is staring down, 7 centaurs?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think throughout this, he's almost like apologetic, like, sorry, really can't have you getting too close here. It's that, whatever that, with Rampage, or no, whatever, 2 of the Ultimate Fighter, it would just be better if I can't let you get close to me. Anyway. If you
I
see
mean, that was a good chunk. You kind of see from them that the patrol themselves kind of were still going to come in on you if it wasn't for the leader that just said, hey, wait. And so it doesn't seem like the patrol guards themselves have the highest intelligence necessarily.
Mhm.
But it does seem like because they're disciplined, because they're more militaristic, they're just going to wait this out, which buys time for Haas. So you have a minute of time that they're going to wait. So that buys quite a bit of time for you as we're going to move in back to Silurian.
Okay, so after I come back from this, Haas is directly above me, correct?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
He's directly below you.
Or directly below me. If I put my hand through
To
it,
the
what do I feel? Can I touch his leg?
solid glass. It's like you're
Solid
touching a
glass.
mirror.
Okay. Then I'm gonna look at my guy. Or look at me. And I'm gonna turn around.
Okay. As you turn around,
Stabs you in the back.
It's a gamble.
Yeah,
He's
I don't know what I would do. So that'd be a
he
gamble.
rolled. Boy, it really zoomed in here. I go back to him. So as time is carried on a little bit here,
Mhm.
he's starting to take matters into his own hands. So as you turned around, he swung.
Cool. Okay.
Starting to break the effects of waiting. And as he swings, he rolls a 12 to hit.
That will ding off my back armor.
Yeah, as ting.
With that, I'm immediately gonna pull out my sword and spin and attack him. I guess we're just
That's good.
duking it out. I tried to be clever with it. I just don't got it. It is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, as you do so, as you swing, all of a sudden mirrored again. Ching! Swords hit at the same time. You're up. Go again.
I'm gonna swing to hit myself. I'm gonna drop. um. What's it called? Shield of Faith.
Yep.
Can I just willingly hit myself?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm just gonna willingly hit myself with my sword.
Okay. How much damage you doing?
9.
Does he have to do like full damage? Couldn't he just like scratch himself?
9
Nope.
damage.
Ah,
As you take your sword and just stab your arm with it, he watches you.
Okay, cool.
He like takes a step back, like, oh, whoa, what the hell?
What are we doing here? You're back up.
I'm gonna roll, I guess, perception and
Mhm.
see if I'm noticing anything.
Yeah.
11.
You notice one
Just
thing
be
before. When you
describing-
casted Shield of Faith on yourself, there was no mirror. The more time you take to decide to do something, it's typically when it lashed out. Other than that, you haven't keyed in exactly on anything specifically. But taking the time to roll that perception check, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as he is going to attack you.
Uh, 13.
That's going to fail. And you're going to take 18 psychic damage. As he swings with a Moonveil echoed sword. Whoosh, and hits you.
Okay.
And as he did so, it's almost as if the sword itself lashed out as the swing is 15 feet cone. You're up.
We're outside, right?
Yep.
I'm
You're
gonna
on an
cast
open glass field.
Moonbeam on him.
Mhm.
And I hope this works because I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm going to. Okay. So a silver beam of pale moonlight shines down in a 5-foot radius in a 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. I'm blasting him. When a creature enters the space area for the first time or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a con saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. A shape changer makes a saving throw with disadvantage, and if it fails, it is revert to its original form. And so that will stay there, and then I can use my additional. I can use an action to move it 60 feet in any direction later on.
Yeah. So what was
each of my
what did
skills.
you need to roll to save?
DC 15 con.
It failed.
So 2d10s and it will take 8 radiant damage.
Okay.
Is it a shape changer?
It is a shape changer. look it up. What is quick? Oh. Yeah, nope. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes, it would be. Yep. Correct.
Okay.
My bad.
So then it would revert to its.
Hold on. Nope. It's not.
Nope.
My bad. Cool.
Okay.
So it takes that 8 radiant damage.
Yep.
As it does so, he cries out in your voice. Ah! As he starts back where he was at the start of this combat. Now
Okay.
behind you. You're up again. It's mostly your turn every time until you
Okay.
pause.
So then I am going to run this way.
Okay. As you do so, as you run that way,
Uh-huh.
it's as if you're then running this right at him again.
Oh, cool. Oh, God dang.
And
Okay.
he's running straight towards you as you pause right there. It's almost like you're in a loop.
Yeah. I am going to just constantly be waving my sword at it while I think about things so it doesn't attack me.
Yeah. As you're waving your sword at it, he attacks you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh
What
my
was-
goodness. And he misses.
What'd you
Yeah.
hit him with? Was that just a spell you cast?
Yeah,
The
it was a
movie?
spell. I'm gonna
Do you
swing
have-
at him. Uh, 16.
A 16.
I'm sorry, 19.
That is going to hit, but in a different way than you think. As you swing, he steps on your sword. And your sword is stuck. But roll for damage.
So that's because I was also going to smite as well.
Go ahead.
Is this undead by chance?
No.
Undead fiend? No. Okay. Uh, 19 points of damage.
As you do so, what type?
So it's going to be 9 of it was radiant, 6 of it was slashing. I'm sorry, 10 of it was slashing.
Okay. As you do so, same cry out in your voice, and he starts back here. As that happened, as your sword is stuck, and even as he jumps back, your sword is still—it's like it's frozen to the ground for a second. A version of you see in the glass, in this glassy ice structure, in the reflection, is you, crowned in a shadow. Then you see Haas walking a road of thorns. No. It's Edgar, standing alone at Murkmir's edge. Laughter hums through the glass like broken bells as it releases your sword. Jumping back over to Haas.
Oh, so during that time,
Yep.
can I have moved like over to here?
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have been able to see because it's opaque. But he's still gonna just concentrate for that minute, just waiting.
Yep. That works. All right. You're coming up on a minute. You've done this before. You've timed it before.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do when this minute's done?
I mean, I could just do that for more minutes, but that feels like I'm just delaying the inevitable. So I want to move over here.
Yeah.
Actually, I should see. I don't know what the range on this. I was gonna try to cast a spell, but I don't know. 60 feet. How far away are we? Just measure quick. Sorry, I could have been doing that. Oh, still a circle. Ah, that worked out.
Oh man.
That hit everybody.
Um,
Whatever that was.
let's see. I want to try to cast Confusion. Spell assaults the twist creature's mind. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point I choose have to make a Wisdom saving throw. So I think I'll only be able to get 2, but I'll just say like these 2 guys, the main guy and.
I mean, I think if you put it here.
Oh, in the middle.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, sure. Hey, I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. This is what I do
so
with. Oh man, what's my character's name in Pathfinder?
Cadence?
It's like, I center it here. Yeah. This is where it's best. Okay, what's the DC that they have to hit?
I'm assuming that's just always my spell DC, right?
Oh,
my spell
man.
save DC. 16. So it's. I feel like that feels low. But
And then what is it? What does it read? Can you read it for me?
an affected target can't take reactions and must roll a d10 at the start, and then there's a little. If you roll a 9 or a 10, you act normally. 2 through 6, you don't do anything. 7 through 8, melee attacks, random creature within reach. And then a 1 would be you just like roll a random direction and walk around. And that's for a minute.
All 3 failed.
Whoa.
First of all. So I'm gonna roll the d10 for this one here. He rolled an 8. What was that? He does nothing.
That I think is he basically just act. Oh no, melee attack random creature within reach. If there's no creature within reach, he does nothing this turn.
Yep. So he's gonna attack this guy here, this glaive, and he hits.
Sweet.
And he does 15 points of damage, and this guy here is looking rough.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to the big boss on top. He rolls a 7.
So I keep moving away so I can see. That's the same thing. He's got to attack somebody. Within reach.
One roll
It does say
dice.
random. Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna attack this guy here. That just attacked.
Oh, I just remembered what a glaive is. So they all have reach too, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
He rolled a natural 1, so he meant to hit this guy, but in his windup, he hits this guy instead, and does. Oh boy. $32 points of damage, which drops that guy. This guy falls down dead from his companion. And being that he's dead, he can't roll. So
That makes sense.
he's no longer confused. He's finished.
Haas is gonna yell, "Get him!" No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, and this wall is down because it was concentration, right?
Yep. So, like, as it ended, he sort of
Yep.
knew that was.
Totally fine. That being said,
So, do I still have? Oh no, wait, that would have been the action. Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
you still have movement.
Oh,
want?
that's true. I want to move. Oh my god, I'm measuring circles only now. I want to move just like basically into these trees enough that I can, like, I don't care if I jingle the ice at this point because I'm.
Oh, okay.
If anything, maybe those guys will start attacking them, and I'll just sit here. Well, anyway, but he's gonna get as close to those as he can so that they can't like get behind it. Like I'm assuming they can't like get into those
Yeah,
trees.
they would have a hard time getting in
So
these
he's trying to
glass.
like, I don't know where on the map that is. So I'm just kind of hopefully this is an okay spot where to try to minimize the amount of people around him. And then for his bonus action, he's going to turn into a Ankylosaurus. So maybe the flanking thing is less of a deal. Oh,
Right.
sorry, I just bumped into my mic.
And you turn into an Ankylosaurus.
Now I got to update my character sheet. I've been using my. Hopefully, nobody ever gives temporary hit points because I use that for my animal or my whatever you want to call it, wild shape. It's actually a huge beast, if that matters,
It does matter.
because that would be large. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
There it is.
Or these guys are confused for a minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. And they just attacked at random. What does the rest of it say? Sorry, I know you read it before.
Now it's a
They
new
lose their
one.
reaction.
An affected target can't take reactions and has to roll a d10 at the start of their turn to determine their behavior.
Okay.
Is
so
it
that was,
concentration?
yeah, so that was their turn. Okay, perfect.
Yep. At the
All right,
end
the
of their
rest of
turn,
it-
though, they get a wisdom saving throw at the end of the turn again.
All right, the big boss passed. And the other guy
16
is
is
that,
to be.
he passed. Okay. Now, because these guys have pack discipline, they get advantage if one ally is within 5 feet of the target.
Hmm.
So they're going to roll with advantage. The first one gets an 18.
Hits.
Okay. The
He-
second
he's-
one gets a 23.
That will
And
also
the
hit.
third one is going to roll at least a 21. 21. Okay.
That also hits.
39 points of slashing damage.
That's total, or that's the first one?
That's total between all three.
Okay. That's great news.
Oh, sorry, they get 2 attacks. My bad. My bad. They range 15, 15, 15. This guy here,
Did you say 39? Sorry, before we move.
yeah, 39 points of slashing. This guy here was gonna throw a net, but now you are ginormous. Huge. He was not prepared for that. So he's not gonna do anything because he can't move any farther. But the rest of them are gonna do the same thing again. 19,
15's the DC or the AC.
17, and 21. All 3 hit. That's another 39 slashing damage.
All right, he goes back to his rabbit self.
Oh, okay. As that happens, as you go back to then your rabbit self, this guy here now is going to throw the net. Oh, actually, his turn already happened. He passed, so I'm just actually not going to do that. Okay. All right. With that said, we're going to jump back over to our good pal Sinlorian on the other side of the river. Sinlorian, you're up.
I'm going to move the moonbeam right to him again.
Okay. He fails his save. And as he does, he takes how much damage?
11 radiant.
11 radiant. As he takes 11 radiant, he almost like he jumps through the ice and comes back right to where he was, which I think if he jumps back to right where he was,
That's right.
I think he gets a hit again
Yep.
because it's like he just entered it.
So
And
it'd
so
be a constant.
essentially, now he's stuck
You stun locked him.
in
So
a
you cheesed him.
constant respawn hit.
Yep. I'm going to go to that. I'm going to go ahead and move to it. And if you said it's like he's coming through the ice again,
It's like he comes right back up through the ice again.
I'm going to go stand on it and see if it inverts me.
Are you going to stand in the moonbeam?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't invert you.
Okay, I just take 2d10. Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
You've done the most damage to yourself.
Oh, okay, cool. It was only 6 damage.
But
I'm gonna
nonetheless, he's
step out.
taking damage constant, screaming. Boom. Done. As he's done,
Mm-hmm.
you're coming back. You flip back around. And you, sir.
House is cornered by mean-looking minotaurs.
Actually, where's my ox in all of this?
Yeah,
was in
you're
between.
Stuck in the glass. As you jump back around, you and Nava, bam, here you are.
I just see a blank screen.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's no way. Yeah.
Bam!
Oh.
Try that. Size. Nava comes out of the ice. In your left hand. Is 5 glass, almost looks like diamonds
Okay.
on string, as if it's part of components for a staff.
Diamonds are like beads,
I would say,
shards.
yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Perfect.
And then I see these centaurs here, right?
You see these centaurs here. Yep.
I'm gonna quickly assess and look. Do I recognize any of these centaurs?
You would really have to make an insight check. So that'd be your first turn coming back would really be like looking them over deeply as they're kind of moving around, and some are farther away from you.
Okay, then
Because-
I think my first thing will not be to necessarily do that. I want to try to calm the situation. And so I would say, Children of the Fae.
Keep going.
We don't want something along the lines of we don't want to spill mortal blood in this
Oh shoot! Actually,
mirror
sorry.
of the veil.
I took 10 damage. That actually got to Haas. So mortal blood did spill on the last turn. I
Mortal
forgot.
blood did spill, except it's on glass.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So
I
it
just
didn't
want that
seep
to
into
happen.
anything. Yeah, no. You're good.
Oh.
There's supposed to be a dragon here.
Yeah, right.
Right. But let us talk before.
Give me a
More harm is
persuasion check, quick. With disadvantage, just because we're in a fight.
Yep.
That's fair.
Well, first roll was the worst. $18.
18. Okay.
Plus 7, baby.
Yeah, wow. 18 plus 7. You get the group that is... Yeah, I would say you get the group that's directly next to you.
Okay.
You have their attention as of right now.
The 4 or just the one right next directly?
The four of them.
Okay.
As one of them... Are you from the Fae?
I have lived here many years.
And who is this? As he points to Haas.
It is a companion. We are here as part of the trials. For the mortal. Sorry, I realized that you wouldn't know about the trials. The princess and the mortal realm has trials. And we are assisting her. I do a lot better of a job explaining what's going on.
Make another persuasion check. That was rough.
Oh, too easy. 23.
23. Okay. It buys time. They pause enough for the other two to come over as their leader. What are we waiting on? Grab him. Let's take him to the courts. They kind of all look at each other. He says he's from the Fae, sir. As this man looks at you. Drop your weapon to prove that you are not hostile.
Hostile.
Yeah. Haas is like, I'm still in the trees.
Yeah, he's just like trying to blend in with the background. Like an actual rabbit holding very still.
I reverently set it down.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna drop it.
You see in his eyes, or kind of his look, looking at your weapon. Is it longing? Is it familiarity? Where did you get that weapon? You see a once familiar glaive stand down as it is as tall as him. He steps closer and he grins. You still hold it like you're afraid it might yell at you. Stand down! Stand down, everyone. They freeze. As the silence again crashes back into this grove. He looks you up and down. You got taller.
You got fatter.
You still look like you trip over invisible roots.
You still look like you poop wherever you walk.
It is him! Sinlorian! As he swoops down for a big hug. It's good to see you. He grabs, hand behind your head as he rests his head on your forehead. Not so much formal, not royal, just familiar. As he then, I missed you.
Edgar, I missed you. It's been too long.
Where have you been? Let's get off of this glass river and let's go take a break. Take a rest. It's been so long.
That would be nice. Let's... and my companion, too.
Of course! Sir, welcome to the Fae.
Yeah, the greeting party is could use some work. And he just
Of course.
inches his way
Well-
closer to the only friendly person here so far.
You kind of find yourselves. It kind of leads you to where they have their little outpost party away from the veil of mirrors and a little more closer to the air of the Sky Mother in her hut. So if we're looking at this map over here, kind of takes you a little bit off the path, kind of over here in this grove of trees here, where they kind of have a station outpost.
Okay.
So, Silurian, tell me, where have you been up to? It's been years. I don't even noticed. The Fae is thriving.
I have noticed. It's quite a wonder. What's the cause?
Well, the Queen went to the mortal realm, and as she did, things started to grow again. Now, we don't speak bad of her. It's whom we serve in the Unseelie Court. We're out patrolling, making sure things stay safe, making sure the Seelie Court doesn't get their hands on too many prized possessions that enter the Fae. I must say, you're not the only mortals that are walking around.
You said the Unseelie Court?
The Unseelie Court, my friend.
With the Fae Queen,
Yes,
not
correct.
Tatiana?
Not Tatiana. I know what you're thinking.
It is a little cause for alarm for me. I mean, granted, I've been out of the loop, so I'm reserving judgment.
It was more of a draft than a choice. Nonetheless, you know me, I'm always up for a good challenge. Fought my way to the top of the patrol, of the guard. She keeps a tight rein, but she knows the connection I have in the mortal realm, someone that she has interest in.
Who might that be?
It's a man named Leben Nemer.
Yes.
Do I actually know Leban's name?
You know Leben. Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
I
some
know
of
that
the Leben you've never heard of.
There's been like some people who have not given Silurian their actual
That's mostly
name.
Cal. I think that might just be Cal, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too easy.
But
Huh. One.
I don't
What was
exactly
that?
know what she wants, and I might as well tell you. When I was around the Fae Queen, I could feel him pulling me into the mortal realm.
Levin?
Yes, Leben. But
How? Like against your will?
I wouldn't say I don't want to go. It was cool seeing sights in. It used to be Hulip, I believe it was called. And now
Cool.
it's Lush Shores.
Hmm.
But getting those insights of the mortal realm was intriguing and cool, and it wasn't that I didn't want to go, but when I was with the Fae Queen, there was a power that it seemed like he couldn't conjure me enough. He didn't have enough power to conjure me from the presence of the Fey Queen.
So, is that why you would disappear randomly? You were getting glimpses of the mortal realm?
Correct.
So he's been drawing you for some time then, my friend.
He has. He has.
Do you know why?
Typically, it's to scout from the skies to see what he can see.
Well, how are you scouting from the skies? He's a
It's
minotaur.
like I can fly.
Does he have wings?
Does the centaur have wings? No, he does not.
Oh, okay. But he's
Haas,
telling
roll
us he can
me. Roll me a history check, Haas.
fly. This way is 18.
18. There was. Hold on. A time. Back in One Eye Isle. If you remember that far back. When you guys were at a windmill. And on your way back from the town where there was giants and cyclops, a centaur appeared in front of the windmill to give a message to Leben that the Fey Queen is returning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I do remember
This was the
that.
first time Leben had seen that it was a centaur. But the connection felt the same as his familiar, which he typically summons a raven named Edgar, which he named Edgar.
And this is Edgar, right?
This centaur happens to also be named Edgar.
Got it. Weird. Does he? I mean, do we have any reason to not be like, oh yeah, we know Levin? Is that? I mean, he doesn't seem to fear him, right? There's no reason for us to not share that, right? And-
Sinlorian would have some reservations.
okay,
I would say
I'm not saying anything.
you-
Haas is being pretty quiet.
Haas, you saw the centaur give a message to Leben saying, hey, the Fey Queen's coming.
Mhm.
So, I mean, he's warned you guys that the Fey Queen was coming back to the mortal realm for whatever reason. So it's not
Yeah.
like he doesn't seem to care.
That's true. Yeah, I think Haas would be like, I remember you. You appeared to warn Levin.
Yeah, she said your party had had her weapon that she wanted back. She was looking for an opportunity to come back to the mortal realm. And I must say, since she's left, and this sticks with just our party, of course,
Obviously.
the Fae has semi-returned to the times of old, Sinlorian, when we were young and ruthless and just enjoying life and out in the fields of the glass shimmering, shattering. It wasn't as dangerous, and when she really started to step up her quote-unquote rule, although one court doesn't rule over the other, nonetheless, she was taking it a little too far, trying to get her hands in all of the realm, and it was hard, especially when you left. I was alone. I was looking to join the Sealy course, but I came into her group first, and there was no way out. It was more of an enslavement than anything. I have more freedom now, and I have even more freedom since she's gone. My word holds sway amongst the Unseelie court. But still not very liked amongst the Sealy court. nonetheless, losing 2 comrades and then you having the call to go back, I had nothing better to do. So I held on to my connection to Levin to see the mortal realm for the glimpses of what it is. Although it doesn't have the natural beauty that the Fae has. It's cool, it's different, it's more dull. Seems more safe, perhaps. But this is home. Even amongst the Unseelie Court. This is home. But that's enough about me, of course. What brings you to the Fae? Your friend said you're here on a scouting mission thing. Yeah, it's hard to hear him. He was a little shaky on the ice glass when he was kind of shouting to us, but...
Well, you're an intimidating bunch.
Thanks.
I told you. The thunderous plot, or the thunder of his stampede, his hooves.
Yeah, you undersold it. He's trying to ingratiate himself.
Yeah.
Well, and I kind of fill him in on with the what's about Princess Talia, and the trials that we're facing, and that we're currently looking to assemble the staff. We've got our first of 3 pieces that we need, our collection of 3 things, and now it's to wherever the compass points to next.
Well, where does it point? It appears towards Star Petal Dell. No?
Is that where it's pointing?
That's what it looks like it would be pointing.
Sounds good. Star Petal.
Star Petal Dell. And then I would assume towards Workmeyer Fen after that.
I surely hope not.
Well, it's either that or the Seelie or Unseelie courts.
Honestly, I think I'd rather go to one of the courts.
Well, you're always welcome at the Unseelie court, I'll tell you that. You know, they feed us well, the armor's great. No one ever expects any jokes, of course. If your moon petal strand doesn't like shinier queens, that is. But you guys are welcome to stay with us for the time. Be about a month's travel to Star Petal Dell. I must say, there's a group there that's looking for you.
So there are other humans that are doing this quest for other princesses.
Sure.
Well, what's the other group? We already ran into one.
These gentlemen have been here for a time. They say they were sent here, Silurian, by you.
I look to the sword.
Yeah.
Are there about 3 of them?
3 exact. I was going to dispatch them myself, but I would do a disservice to you by taking care of your debt.
Well, I would gladly repay them.
I guess.
Well, I say we ride straight toward them. Be good to see old Silurian fight again.
I'll show you some new things I've learned along the way.
I mean, that sounds great to me. I say we hit Star Petal Dell and Then we head straight to the Unseelie Court, see if there's nothing there that could help finish your staff of magic.
I agree. I think Star Petal, and then we'll see where the compass goes from there. It's the Seelie Court, Unseelie Court, or to the Fen.
To the Fen. It'd be great to fight side by side with you again. Oh, Haas, this is your name? It's great to have you in formation with us.
Big shoes to fill. Sorry about that other guy. Didn't one guy die? They just kind of glossed
Yeah,
over.
one guy died.
That guy sucked.
Hey. It happens. No worries. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, we could stop in the Erie while we're over here. Take the bridge across.
Whichever one would. It's been some time, and so maybe things have changed, but whichever way would bring us there post haste. Time is of the issue on this quest.
I
You
see.
see it.
You say. So, question. You bring back a staff, and it's not as powerful as the others. What happens?
Well, if I remember correctly, the rule was whoever brings the staff back first,
Yep.
right? There
I
was
think the quicker
nothing
you
about
do it, the better.
power or anything like that. It's just bring back the staff first.
Right. The reason I ask is because if we head across the bridge, it's about a month. And then it'll take us 2 months to get back to Star Petal Dell. But we could get, with your help and your friends' help here, and of course us, we could probably get the feather of a Rolonius. It's like a Fey rock, right? Have you forgotten everything?
No. I'm just. I mean. That might be worth it.
I think so too. I think we head there. Now, climbing the bridge, of course, is dangerous. Right? The Cloudstone Bridge twists through open sky. The thunder lives beneath the feet. Lightning moves sideways, floating spires and silver atriaries. But with all of us, I think we could do it. What does your little guide say?
Let's do it.
Not you. The
Oh,
little
sorry.
arrow he's been referring to.
Well, the little arrow just points towards Star Petal Dell.
Yep, correct.
So I mean that's.
Surely it would understand that the bigger the better. More magical, the more powerful.
Haas, what do you think? Do we stick to the quest? We should stick to the quest. What am I talking about? We're in the Feywild. We should not be going.
Yeah, I mean, you're not planning on visiting again, right? This isn't somewhere you're planning to return to. Is that right?
Not-
Or-
Not really. I mean,
so I mean, like,
Samorian loves the Fey,
yeah,
but
it's not where
the
your
truth
life
of it is, yeah. I think we just should
So
go.
if if you can leave it undone, that's, I have no unfinished business here. So I'm happy to leave whatever vendetta you have behind, as long as you are.
We have to, for Princess Talia, we need to go to Star Petal Dell.
Okay. Don't tell me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Star Petal Dell is not necessarily like it was. It's still regaining after the Queen had her way with it. There's a lot of dangers there.
Will you not accompany us now?
Well, my patrol is supposed to stay in this area, which is why I could help you over here. But my patrol is here for now.
Mm-hmm.
I could help you over here. Get the feather.
What's like completely opposite? It would add
Star
on.
Petal Dell. I could help you get to the edge, but then from there, I have some unfinished business in this area I gotta take care of. From Star Petal Dell, if we get the feather, can lead you to Star Petal Dell, then I can go to the Unseelie Courts to see if we can make a way back for you. Where I think the other mortals from your other realm are going to struggle getting back, or talking a way to get back without selling something of themselves or doing the bidding of the courts in the mortal realm. Of
So
course.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's say, so out of character, going after the feather, we're going to tack on roughly about 2 months, right?
You would tack on one to get there, one to get back to here, 2. But here's the thing: if you get that and then go to Star Petal Dell, you don't need to hit up Murkmire Fen because you'd have hopefully then 3 components. Then you would go directly to the Seelie Court or the Unseelie Court. Now, for those people that are also out here, assuming they're still alive, which they are, I should just be honest. They are. Some. They have to go through the Vale of Mirrors. The easiest direct path is the line, so they can go into Star Petal Dell. They would, in order to get a component from the Seelie or the Unseelie Court, they're going to have to go do something for the Seelie or Unseelie Court. So that would take time to do. So then they're going to have to go to them. Otherwise, they're going to have to go to the Murkmire Fen. Okay, which is
and die.
Place. Right.
Yeah.
So arguably, there's positives and negatives. For you right now, having extra help typically is not bad.
Yeah. No, I think that makes actually a lot of sense then. Yeah, I think we go for the feather because in the long run, we'll actually save time. Potentially. I'm not...
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then you just have a tie to the Unseelie Court, which probably will work in your favor, unless you want to go to the Seelie Court too. So it's really up to you guys. So as well. So, but yeah, again, in the Fae, nothing seems rushed. The Seelie Court's not going to be rushed to do whatever the mortals want. The Unseelie Court's probably not going to be rushed to do whatever the mortals want until they get something out of it. So unless people brought stuff in for them, which is possible. But all right, awesome. To the feathers we go. That being said, it takes a month of travel to get there, and they really treat both of you like members of the group. They, with their help, we're gonna come up upon some Green Knights, but with their help, you guys dispatched the Green Knights pretty well, and it was the job that Edgar had to do in this area anyway. So you guys also helped Edgar with that task for the Unseelie Court. Assuming you guys want to help, maybe you don't.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Haas too, like participates in watches or whatever. He just
absolutely. And then you kind of find like this is Haas for you. I mean, though you've been traveling with the other group, this is the most of actual amount of time you've traveled with any member of the party. I mean, you spent months now with Silurian, which would be more of your closest friend at this point, comparatively to the other group you've been with. 2 months
probably
maybe total. Now you've been with
stories. Over
yeah,
and over
right.
Again by now.
So you been with Silurian for quite a time, and then even Edgar seems such a great, fun guy. Offers you you can hop on his back if you want to ride after a while of not walking. Doesn't offer Silurian. Silurian weighs too much. But everybody else, being that your size is more of a smaller feature.
You probably
so
wouldn't
then
even notice. We're like 20 pounds.
So here in the air of the Sky Mother, again, it's very breezy up on this, and you got to it's almost like you're walking on the clouds to get where you want. So you're going to have to do some checks. This is just a skills challenge. It's going to be success or failure to decide if you make it there or if you don't to get these feathers. So that's the task at hand. And it's going to be an athletics check, an acrobatics check, and an arcana check. All right. And they're going to be repeating. So there's going to be 2 athletics, 2 acrobatics, 2 arcana. Okay. So I have it written down here, how many successes or how many failures would make it an unsuccess and potential injuries from falling. So, who would like to go first? The first 3.
What are we doing? We're climbing? Is that what we're doing?
You're climbing, and you're also walking across clouds. Again, the rules of Earth don't necessarily apply, in a sense, right? Like even on the river where you both were on top, like it looks and it feels like it makes sense, but some of those rules in this moment don't make sense. And you have
says super low athletics and acrobatics, so he wants the wild shape. Is it long enough?
Yep.
Like, is that fine, or is this like over the course of days? Or
nope, that's totally fine. Can definitely do that. So what we're going to do is with these checks, we're going to say it's over the course of a couple of days of doing these things. And so the first 3 checks have a lower DC. Sorry, the first 2 checks have a lower DC. And then the next couple will have higher. And then the last ones, assuming you don't pass, will even have a higher, but another chance to succeed. So the first one, I'm going to roll for Edgar, and he's going to do the very first athletic check for you guys. And he's going to succeed. So it's 1 success.
Way to go, Edgar.
Of course. That's why I said we should come this way. It's pretty easy. All right, who would like to go next?
The next one is another athletic one?
It can be an athletic, it can be an acrobatic, or it can be an arcana.
I'll do.
I will say athletics is Edgar's best. So it's good. So he went first, then it's going to go to either of you, and it's going to go back to Edgar again.
Well, I can do a 14 acrobatics. What do you got? What do you got, Haas?
So I can pick any of these, right?
Yeah.
I don't. So I'm just seeing what I rolled here. So that would be 13. I'm trying to find, I guess, but if he can fly, does that help? Because I was just considering flying, but I don't know if that's doesn't work because
it's gonna be an acrobatic.
Okay. You're saying acrobatic, and if I'm saying I'm flying, or just
Yeah.
generally?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep that roll and just find my. So sorry, I have to do. So that'd be 15. I guess that's not.
That is going to pass. That is now 2 successes.
Sorry to make that incredibly difficult.
No, that's totally fine. All right.
You
So
don't
the
put that
first
guidance.
the DC was lower, so now the DC is moving up.
Haas,
And
do you
we
have
do.
guidance?
Yeah, I do actually.
Beautiful day. You should give
Yeah, so
guidance
he's
to
gonna
whoever's doing
use
the
that-
checks.
Yeah,
Now it is
he
Nelson
uses it.
Lorian's turn to do check.
I do
All right.
give guidance.
If you give me guidance, both my arcana and my acrobatics are -1. So I can do whichever one of those you want.
Oh,
I don't know
yes,
which ones do you have. Do you have plus on either of those?
No, I have 1 Arcana and -1 Athletics.
Then I'll do the acrobatics. Unless you switch to an animal that gives you that bonus.
That's true. It's strength, so I'm sure there's something.
So strength is going to be Edgar. That's the athletics.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then
So I should-
acrobatics. So if you could switch to a high.
I just don't
Dex
know these
creature.
that well. I'm looking for one. I think it's funny that a plesiosaurus, what? As a +2, it's I'm a plesiosaurus now. That's helpful.
All right, I'll go for the arcana. If you would give me
Okay.
some guidance, though.
Yep, you have it.
Oh, cool. 14. 13
It's
plus
gonna
2
fail.
minus 1. Yep.
You fail. All right, so
I'm
you have
gonna
2
go-
successes and 1 failure. Hold on. Edgar is back up. He's going to go for the athletics again. Again, just kind of pulling you guys through. That's another failure.
Oh,
With
man.
guidance?
Oh, did he have guidance?
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
casting it whenever I can. It's a cantrip, so there's no reason not to.
That is still going to be a fail. It's a fail by 1. Yeah.
Oh, it feels so bad. Don't tell me I fail by 1. Just say I fail.
I think you know.
Oh,
All right, and
No.
it's back up to Haas.
So in acrobatics, I rolled a natural 19, so 22.
Succeeds. You guys
go.
succeed and make your way. It was just whichever came first, 3 successes or 3 failures was going to be the outcome here, and you guys got 3 to 2. So
Let's
it's
go.
lightning, unstable footing. There's flying going on. There's yelling going on, and almost just brings you back, Sinlorian, to just all the adventures with Edgar in the past too. Kind of coming to fruition with Haas, your newfound friend, as well as harpies were singing hymns to warp gravity, and that's what kind of threw you off with that Arcana check earlier to try to ignore them, and that magical calling kind of took you off path in one of those failures too. But nonetheless, you were able to overcome that, and you make your way to the nest of Aurelionis and get a very large feather, almost the size of what you would kind of expecting the staff to have, or kind of expecting the staff to look like. And so a very large feather that, if attached to said wood, either from either the 2 last places, would probably go very well with that staff, make it pretty powerful. So, and then you spent a month so far. You took a month to get to Moonpetal Hollow, a month to get to the Vale of Mirrors, pretty quick over to the patrol, a month to get here, so far 3 months, 4 months to get back to where the patrol initially took you, over here, And then you're gauging it would take you a month to get to Star Petal Dell. Assuming you succeed, then a month to the Unseelie Court or Seelie Court, whichever. Either one's a month. And that'd be 5 months' time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 months. If you succeed at Star Petal Dell.
Okay.
Or if I would say 5.5 months. I would say it took you 2 weeks to get to this patrol from the Vale of Mirrors initially, and then 5.5.
Yeah. That's flying. We were expecting it to be a much longer process.
Right, of course. And that being said, this is where we will end tonight's session. Great job in the Vale of Mirrors. Have either of you played Arcana of Time? Zelda Arcana of Time?
It's been a minute. It's been so long.
In college, my buddy Troy played it like all the time, and
Yeah.
we would just like watch him play it. But I
In
remember
the Water
beginning.
Temple. In the Water Temple, you come up to a shadow image of yourself, and it replicates you. And the longer you take to do anything, then it starts to lash out again, and it slowly becomes more powerful than you. So that was what was happening. Is slowly, the more time you take, like it took you a time to, like, when you attack it, it attacks back and mirrors you. It just watches you and mirrors you and mirrors you and mirrors you until the longer you take, then it starts to step on your sword. Your hits don't hit as hard. Then it starts to lash out unless you do things that it doesn't have, such as AoE damage. And stuff like that. So it was based upon that encounter from a video game years ago. It's pretty cool. And it kind of, for the Vale of Mirrors, it kind of worked really well on how that went out. And then on the flip side of the river, also bringing in Edgar with Haas, who he doesn't see or doesn't know, was also just fun. So I just had a lot of fun with that encounter, making this encounter. I was just like, oh, it's going to be so great. Then what really hurts is that you got him to respawn where he started and had that damage just sitting there, which he always goes back to that same spot. So
no, that was. I was curious. I was like, is this like the doppelganger thing, where it's like,
I didn't know what to do either. Like I was like, you did the thing I would have tried, like in the order I would have tried them. So I was like, I don't know. Until once you damaged it with magic attack, it was like, oh, okay. Hopefully you can do that over and over again.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Because it's like I can do that twice a day. Like,
Yeah, and then Haas, for you to be able to stall out a minute though was pretty key, because all that time that he was fighting, barely time passed for you. Because of that minute stall, and then having them attack each other, him beating it, coming back in time, it's all good timing. Way to plan that out, guys.
Yeah, I didn't really have I didn't have much longer though, because that, like, I basically wild shape and I would be able to attack either into a scorpion and get 3 attacks, which aren't going to kill him, and then they would all do that again, and they would.
I don't know, with the fire damage you did, there's a chance. I mean, I guess I don't know what the max on your attack with your scorpion is.
Yeah, I don't either. But it's also it's only +4 for the multi attack. So instead of like a +7, so it's like probably gonna miss it. So it's 1d8 +2. So not a ton.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would have killed all of them, but if you targeted one individually and then slowly go, maybe.
That's why I did the Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, the biggest thing is once Edgar would have gotten closer, that's where it would have been more detrimental for you. But nonetheless, you got the feather and you got the 5 shards of glass, so you got 2 components so far for the
spear
staff.
It would have been crazy if I did like somehow kill Edgar. And it's just like, oh,
and
shit.
Lorian comes back and Edgar's just there dead. Oof.
I was really, because like I kind of figured when I saw, right, like, okay, this is Edgar, and then I was like, oh, if he kills him, what is Lorian gonna do?
Lorian would be crushed. Also, I thought it was like, at first, for a while, I didn't think you were gonna mention Edgar, because you mentioned the other 2 that fell, and then You're like, oh yeah, and then also Haas is like, anybody else?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, Edgar is alive. Yeah, he is.
Yep. Good
So-
old Edgar boy.
That was good. All right, sweet.
Cool.
All right, I think it's about one more session, and then you guys will be back into the mortal realm. Unless something goes haywire, you don't succeed at Star Petal. Probably have to head toward Murkmire. But or you really
Cool.
fall out with the Unseelie or Sealy,
Yeah, I am very unsure of how I'm gonna do, how I feel about the Unseelie court thing.
Yeah.
I have to put my Jeff bias away and be like, okay, Unseelie court is always evil. Like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, and the Sealy court's not necessarily good either. I mean, there's really, it's not in the Feywild. It's not good and evil necessarily as the mortal realm sees good and evil.
True.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Cool.
but all right, perfect.
All right.
Great session.
See you guys next time.
See you guys next week for. Oh, do we want to schedule a quick